I have a new program, and it's for men, and it's called The Man Within. Now, I'm sure you must be wondering, what on earth is a woman doing running a group coaching program for men? Well, I do have male clients, so I do feel I'm pretty aware of the challenges and struggles men go through. But the main reason I really decided to put this program together because I'm really concerned about the more recent radical feminist movement and the wokeness that's going on that is constantly telling boys and men how they're worthless, they're useless, and nobody needs a man, which is clearly not the case. And then we also have patriarchy, the influence of patriarchy and how men have had to navigate from that to equal opportunities. And I think we really have to be more compassionate with men in recognizing the challenges that they've had to face in having to deal with that transition. And I think the suicide rate is must be a really good evidence of how men are struggling, because the suicide rate for men is at least 3 times higher for men than it is for women in the UK, at least anyway. And I think that is really telling us how men are struggling with dealing with the challenges of life and being able to reach out for help. Now, I'm not suggesting I know what it's like to be a man, because I clearly don't. But I was brought up in with quite patriarchal parenting, where you were discouraged from crying, you were discouraged from expressing your emotions, just to get on with things. And I really struggled with a situation later on in my life where I really became suicidal. And luckily, I was able to get out of that really well. I'm extremely grateful for that. And I also know how to continue living my life well from now on in, and enjoying all the challenges that life is going to face me in the future. But I had very similar challenges to what men had because of my type of upbringing. I was brought up as a child rather than a daughter. I had my younger brother, we were only a year apart, and literally we used to do everything together. And 99% of the time, those things were very boy orientated. And I think men have exactly the same thing in relation to that whole patriarchy. If you're a man, you don't cry, or boys don't cry. You're never encouraged to express your emotions. But that really gets us into a lot of trouble when we really do need help. We don't know how to reach out for help. So just like me, I thought I could deal with anything. And then when I realized I couldn't, there was that deep shame and the feeling of failure in, why wasn't I able to deal with these things? But then the next challenge was I had no idea how to reach out for help. And I was lucky. I had an intervention that really got me help in the end. And so yes, I'm extremely grateful. But like the suicide rate is telling us, lots of men aren't able to get that help that they need. So that's the reason why I'm doing this program. And then we can look at the benefits of a bunch of blokes getting together in a program like this. And I think, men learning on how to be vulnerable with each other, and learning how to support each other in being vulnerable, and learning how to reach out for help, I think is something that every man could do with. Learning what they really want, what they really need, and then of course knowing how to go out and get that, and feeling confident that they deserve that, and asking for help when they need it. If you're interested, click the button in the link there, and I look forward to chatting to you soon. Until then, be good to yourself.